Hi guys, it's Ruthie and Clay, and today we went to
a bird auction, and they had more silky chicks. Ended up getting 8 more. They were $1 a piece. Got a pretty good deal on them, so we just added them to the 19 we had. So now we have a whole mess more.
And the funny thing is they were actually probably got them the same week we did at the same place, just about.
Probably because I think all of our chicks are the white silkies. We thought maybe some of them might have been buff, but the feathers coming out on the wings are all white, so we probably got all white silkies, but that's fine.
We think we got them at the same place because they had them in the Tractor Supply box at the auction.
Yeah.
And they were the same size, same breed. They just left them, looks like they just left them in the box hoping to resell them at the auction maybe for some reason. Maybe they only wanted a few or something, I don't know. But
anyways, we got them for $1 a piece.
You can see they're getting bigger.
And we'll raise them up with the rest of them. They'll give us a bigger chance of getting a better selection.
So what, these guys are what, a week old? Week and a half maybe?
Yeah, Tuesday they'll be 2 weeks old. Almost ready to move outside. The weather's supposed to start changing. It's supposed to be in the 60s by Thursday. We'll get the brooder cleaned out there, and it'll give them about 6 times more room, give them a chance to grow. Till I get the quail barn cleaned out, and then they're going on the floor of the quail barn. Let them grow a lot faster.
See the
more room they have, the quicker they'll grow.
See the wing feathers? That's how you tell the color, right?
Pretty much so, yeah.
They've been roosted on top of the feeder,
yeah.
Some of them. They look so funny up there.
We need to get something else so that they can roost. Maybe some dowels or something. They like to get up off the ground.
See him? He's up there now, showing off. Are you showing off for the camera?
Yeah, they just like to roost on things. It's their natural thing is to roost. They're chickens. Alright, that's just a little update of what is going on this weekend.
So we have 27 chicks now?
20, let's see, we had
19 and 8. That's
27 plus the 2, we got 29 altogether.
Oh yeah, we have more out in the barn.
The 2 adults out in the barn, so there's 20, almost 30 silkies.
And we're going to let them just do their thing. We're going to let them lay their eggs, sit on their eggs, play.
Grow up, sort through them, sell them.
Yep, we're going to sort through them, sell the ones that we don't need on the farm, and keep the ones that we need. And we're hoping to possibly pick up some more colors too, depending on.
Still got another auction.
Yep, we have another auction coming. There's a few auctions that are going on. We didn't go to one. That it was just further than we wanted to go. There's a few auctions in the area. We'll check them all out and see what they have. If you've ever been to a bird auction, especially this time of the year, sometimes they're outside, sometimes they're in an old barn. So we both wore long underwear and hats and bring blankets and that type of thing. And sometimes you have to bring your own chairs depending on the auction. So if you've never been to an animal auction or produce auction, you need to get your details because you might find that you're sitting there and freezing or you don't have a chair. Things like that are important to know. So it's always good to talk to people that already go. And so those are just some tips on, oh, he's going to put a little roost in for them.
No, that doesn't mean they're going to use it.
He's going to work on possibly seeing if they'll get up there. And this is actually an old rabbit cage that we got at an auction. You can get cages
I don't think
and
this is
stuff.
going to work.
Auctions are good and bad because sometimes if you're going to sell your animals, it's probably better to sell them in the paper, you know. But auctions can be good or bad depending on...
You want to be careful what you buy because sometimes they're not purebred.
Or they'll say that it's one thing and the auctioneer...
It's totally different.
Yeah, you might think you're getting... somebody might say you're getting a male rabbit and it could be a female. She could be pregnant. I mean, it all depends on that auction, that area. Auctions can be iffy and you have to know your stuff when you go to auctions. And so you just, you know what I mean, that's just something too as far as auctions that You just, most try to, most are reputable, but they just, they just can't know everything, and they expect the bidders to know what they're buying. But sometimes, like I said, people will mark things wrong because they don't know themselves. Hello. So these are more chicks. We're excited about these guys. If you've never seen a Silkie, I encourage you to look up online to see what they look like, because you're going to get tickled at
Or
how
stick
funny.
with us over the next few weeks. We're going to show you how fast they grow.
Oh yeah, stick with us. But they don't look like the normal chickens, so they're real cute. They look like little poodles. But some of them have their little tufts on their heads. I'm trying to find some that do.
They'll get more and more as they grow.
He's got that little tuft going because they look like little poodles, and they have 5 toes, and their feathers actually feel, what are they, like silk.
Feels like cotton.
Yeah, they're just all, and they make excellent pets. And if you get a bunch of Silkies, you probably don't even need a brooder because they'll sit on anything. They say even the males will sit sometimes.
No, not the males.
Somebody said that online, but you can't believe
No.
everything you learn online.
Roosters never set.
Okay.
That's just somebody trying to make themselves sound smarter than they are.
So those are the things with online too. You get, a lot of times people, like I always say, just because they have a microphone, you really need to talk to farmers, because you're going to hear all kinds of things from people. And
Do your homework.
Do
Don't
your
listen
homework.
to everybody.
yeah, it's like when you hear somebody talking, you do the research and to make sure what they said was true. That way you don't make a mistake.
That one's sunning himself.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
It must be
the
a
other
girl. Well, might be, I'm just teasing. Yeah, so always.
Girls love to sunbathe, you're saying?
Yeah, always do your homework. I mean, it's not enough just to hear it on YouTube a few times. You need to make sure what you hear is so, and then talk to people that actually are doing it, on a regular basis, because that's going to make the difference. Like one time, what was it? We talked to the Amish about raising chickens, and they're like, we buy ours at the grocery store for and when it goes on sale, because, it's okay to raise your own birds to eat. You just gotta, sometimes it's not worth it though. Depends on the deal you got. So we've had good chickens that we've raised and ate, and then we've had meat birds that really just didn't taste that good. We did everything right, and it's still, ugh. But Silkies you won't eat, and they have black skin. So if you were to eat them, they don't look appealing on the table at all. You'll never see them in the grocery store, I would doubt.
No.
Their skin is like eating. You're gonna look at it and think it looks like a snake or something. It looks weird.
Look it up online. You'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, look up fried Silkie or something. So, I have pictures on my blog and stuff. If you go to popobackyardfarm.blogspot.com, I have the different colors of the Silkies there. I have their black skin. I'm putting up information so you can see. Also, too, some people dye the Silkies different colors, and there's a lot of debate about whether or not you should do that or not.
It doesn't hurt them.
It doesn't hurt them, but it's just like I said. There's a lot of debate.
If you use a spray bottle, it's just like misting them down if it rained.
Like women dyeing their hair.
They'll dry off and they'll just have different colors. I mean, it's not like you're...
Some people inject the egg with color.
And I don't believe that's the way it should be done.
There's people that do stuff. We don't color our chicks, but some people, they do. And it's just like women dyeing their hair. Some people dye their dogs. I mean, those are things that, but some people, I put up information on the site, so people could see what that's all about. But, I'm trying to get as much information for you as I can on my blog about Silkies. And you can watch all the videos and then look at the blog, too, to see the things, which would be in the link below, too, to see more information so you can learn as much as you can, especially if you're raising Silkies, so you learn. I mean, excellent breed for a first-time pet.
These guys are getting tired.
Oh, yeah, they're going to take a nap. I don't think I took a picture of them napping yet for everyone. They look like a big carpet when they sleep. Go to bed, John.
There's getting so many of them, we may have to break them up into 2 brooders.
Yeah, we don't want to have too many. It's never
Overcrowding's not good.
never overcrowd. But we brought them home today, so we just put them in to introduce
But
them.
the temperature was down in the 20s today, so
Yeah, they were at that auction in a thin little box, so we wanted them to get warm quick.
we wrapped the box in a blanket while we were there.
Yeah, and then we brought them in, and then we turned the heater on in the car. But you put your hand in the box, and you could feel the heat.
Yeah, they were warm. It was.
They were
it wasn't
warm.
Like they were freezing.
Yeah, we're not going to buy chicks and let them freeze to death on the way home, or in the auction for that matter. Because we'll leave an auction if we get a pet that we think is it's not in the right conditions, and we'll just have to go home then if we do that. Oh, you standing on the roost? Show off. So this is Ruthie and Clay at the Popple Backyard Farm. And thank you for watching our videos. We really appreciate all of you more than we will ever be able to say.
And your comments.
And your comments. Please like and share and help us promote our channel all over the internet, as we want to help teach people life skills for free as much as we can. And I don't see any reason why we need any money, because the farm's running itself, you know. But we basically, we're just here to help people. We can't take the information with us when we die, so we might as well help some young farmers that want to learn how to farm. So
Pass it on.
Pass it on to friends, church people, missionaries.
Every generation needs to learn.
Young kids that are interested in farming, retirees that are looking for an income. Okay, we'll see you in our next video. God bless.
Bye-bye.